Hey guys, wanted to let you know I was looking at the QQQ, and the QQQ, which holds, the mega cap names like Apple, Amazon, Nvidia, all the mega cap companies, as well as other big cap names in the US. This reached oversold status today, guys. And oversold, if you don't know, means when the RSI goes under 30. RSI stands for Relative Strength Index. By the way, RSI you can pull up on your chart, obviously, as an indicator. Okay, you've heard me talk about this in the past, but RSI under 30 means oversold status, and then RSI over 70 is overbought status. So the QQQ, again, went to 13, guys. That is the lowest reading it's been in many years. And I looked back at history of when we're in oversold status over time, and the QQQ has bounced off of that and gone higher. So I like that we could be putting in the bottom right here. Of course, it'll come down to Nvidia. They have a large weighting in indexes. I still think they're going to have a solid report, guys, even though if guidance is cut a little bit because of the uncertainties, right, with tariffs and the Blackwell chip, the delays with that, I still believe that it's going to be good enough where maybe there's a dip at first, but the dip buyers will come back and we can continue to get out of this trough that we've been in. And if you want to just buy the QQQ and just be in that, that's fine, especially if you realize you don't like the volatility that we've seen. That one's not going to move as much as obviously holding individual stocks, right? But if you look through the QQQ, so Tesla, for example, is in there, right? So this stock went under 300. This is an excellent buying opportunity, in my opinion, for the long haul with all the growth drivers they have coming down the road, okay? Then Nvidia obviously has got to clear through earnings, but especially the second half of this year, I believe they're going to be back on track, okay? And then they could be getting into many other growth drivers as well. Same as Tesla with robotics, right? Self-driving, same stuff. And then Amazon, one of the best companies in the world. They just keep getting bigger too, guys. We know they're in everything. They have their advertising revenue. That stock has come down a lot too. And then Google, right? All these, when you look, the prices have all come down together. We know most stocks, right, have fallen together. So this is the chance, if you don't like the volatility, especially out there, that you can just buy the QQQ or these individual names, and those can be the pillars, that hold up your account where you can sleep at night. Remember, that's what it's all about, guys. You don't need to be taking on crazy risk, okay? But that's why I like the QQQ, the mega cap companies, because when you think about it, the big companies keep on getting bigger. They have plenty of cash flow to keep growing. They can buy small companies if they need to. And remember, who was at Trump's inauguration? All the mega cap CEOs, not all of them, but many of them. We saw Elon Musk, obviously, with Tesla, Google CEO, Jeff Bezos, obviously, with Amazon, not the CEO right now, but still. And then Meta, Mark Zuckerberg, right? So they're making sure they're in nicely with Trump so their companies won't be affected. They're going to keep growing, guys. So that's why Meta's a good buy even right now. So that's why I say buy the QQQ, or if you want to buy them individually, that's up to you. But that's why, this index is pretty safe, okay, to hold long term. So if you don't want to take on as much risk, okay? So I just want to point that out, though. It reached oversold status, bounced. And so once we clear through NVIDIA's earnings, I think that's when investors are going to take a sigh of relief or a deep breath. And then we can start going higher, because remember, Apple, another one I want to talk about, they're investing $500 billion over the next 4 years in the US. So they're also spending heavily on AI, which is going to help, again, a lot of these companies, all right? So stay focused on the big picture. A lot of short-term noise, a lot of fear right now, but it's the same as we've done before in the past, guys, where we bought into that fear and what happened, right? It recovered and we made some good money. And like I said, eventually we'll go to all-time highs. We don't know how long it'll take, a month, 6 months, next year, but just stay patient, guys, because money gets transferred from the impatient to the patient.